All the action I want, big air I want, pain and carnage, where can I get it again and again? I'm gone maniacs! I'm gone maniacs! I'm gone maniacs!
Welcome to Homegrown Maniacs, the show that celebrates crazy clowns doing crazy things in their own backyard. I'm Bushy.
And I'm almost Alfie, some of the time.
And I'm Crystal.
And each week we're going to bring you a gut load of action sports to the table, fat full of laughs and heaps of pain. But it's not our athletes that put their lives on the line for the show, also our HGM presenters, as we've all found out.
So on today's show, you're going to see exactly how far we're prepared to go to get you a good story. And Alfie, perhaps you'd like to tell us a bit about your very first HGM TV shoot.
Yeah, look, I probably wouldn't, but I will. My first shoot was almost my last. We've been hunting this wave Xbox for quite a few years and been getting it really good and clean and big. And this time was absolute amateur hour. We got out there and up. It was heavy.
Mate, speaking of crappy hour, you've also been nominated for the XXL Billabong Big Wave Awards. In 08, it was your time to shine with the Oakley Big Wave Awards. You took that out, but no trophies out here this day, mate?
No, mate, no trophies at all. We just basically got smashed around, and me and Eagles got out there as howling northwest, 30 knots, and yeah, it just went pear-shaped.
Sitting in the chopper watching it all unfold, it was just a total sense of just helplessness.
It was pretty frightening. I won't say that it wasn't.
I thought they were goners for sure.
My mum said last night, "Don't kill yourself," and she doesn't normally say that. Hope she didn't jinx me.
Oh, I thought we'd lost one guy. I was thinking the worst.
Never seen anything like that in my life. I'm glad I'm here, talking to you now.
Okay, we're here with a heap of boys. We're going to try and get some sizey waves today. We're going out to Xbox, somewhere on the West Australian coastline. We've got a few issues to deal with, besides the howling onshore wind and it's absolutely freezing cold. You can sort of see out the back here, the bay's closing out, so we kind of got to try and get the jet skis through the bay first before we even get into the waves, and then we got to drive about 2-3 k's out to sea. So we're going to try and get out there for the peak of the swell and see if we can actually rip into one on the jet ski. By the looks of things, it's going to be pretty tough, even just getting the jet ski through the chop. It's going to be like having someone throw chairs at you or something like that. Really hard to know where to sit, just because of all the chop and all the bump and the wind. We can only go so fast on the ski, so we ended up towing into a couple a little bit too deep, and Eagles he's had to come off the back, and ended up copping a wave on the head. A couple more that we got, they were pretty fun. Weren't super big. We missed out on one of the sets. Just from being too deep, and the sets weren't coming through, all that often. It was sort of like every 20 minutes. So to pick the right one, we tried to do.
I dragged Alfie back out for him to set up, so he slides off the sled, and we're pretty much right in the impact zone. We didn't realise, and went to start the ski, and she was dead. Nothing. Nada. Finished.
It had to be done. We had to go in and try to get the boys out of there, because they were in probably the worst spot that we could ever break down anywhere.
From there it was just a small little thing, just went nuts. We tried as quick as possible to get the tow rope and get us towed out of there. And by that time we pretty much just turned around, like both the skis there, we turned around, and there was 20 or 30 foot set just looming. We just sort of looked up at it and just looked at each other and was like, off the ship, let's go. And yeah, ended up getting pretty bad hold down, nearly a 2-wave hold down. I was probably I don't know, down for 20 seconds or something like that, and then another one on the head. And
It's like a 400 kilo ski, just like dismantled within a second.
One, there's two, there's three, and it's getting bigger and later and later. I knew he was gone, and it wasn't until then I came up after the third wave I realised sort of the gravity of the situation, because we've lost our ski, we're 4 miles out, and I look up and the other boys have lost their ski as well. So it wasn't until that point I realised that we were potentially in a little bit of trouble.
Scariest moment, I reckon, like when, you know, the realisation set in that no one had a ski and didn't know where Alfie was. Alfie, yeah, for all we know was, yeah, we didn't even want to think about it.
underwater, when you get pushed underwater, you kind of try to shut yourself down, like you kind of maybe go to sleep and go to a happy kind of place. But this time it just didn't seem to happen like that. We all sorts of thoughts running through your head. You're like, oh man, we're just seeing 2 skis, all the boys. I wonder if they're all right, sort of thing.
Fortunately, as a result of Alfie copping 3 set waves on the head, he got washed pretty close to where the ski ended up. So he came and grabbed us, and like 4 drowned rats, we scurried onto the back of it.
Pretty much just had to gather our thoughts and try and get the skis. I ended up having to swim to get one of the skis, get it started, and picked up the boys and picked up all of our stuff and carried our sorry asses back home, back to the boat ramp. And we left the jet ski out there, and it's probably something we got in the ocean right there.
It was pretty scary. I didn't even sleep last night because I knew it was going to be a big day. But yeah, we sort of got what we bargained for.
Holy shit, mate. You can stick me back in the pub if there's any more of that shit going on. But I can only imagine what it feels like to be out there.
Mate, you really want to know what it's like to be out there? Mate, while Bushy's growling in the back of the ute, it's time for home ground advantage. Each week for home ground advantage, we go into athletes' home turf as they fluff their feathers at their local nest. Oh, mate.
Well, here we are at the Stono compound, and standing right next to me here is Luke Stono, the man himself. Stono, thanks for having us here today, mate.
Yeah, no worries. You're more than welcome.
Can't seem to get the balance right. Why's everything in this world got to be a fight? Born addicted, born conflicted, but really how could they have projected?
Mate, just take us a quick rundown through your course. I see you got a few dirt hits here and etc. Just take us through it, can you?
Yeah, basically I just got the normal 75-foot Aussie comp ramp onto a nice big down ramp. Got me little dirt hit here into about a 60-foot dirt hit, not too bad, and got me super kick over there, which is on a bit of an angle, so a bit of a hip, yeah.
I seen it on the news, this place is going to hell. We've been accused, but they did this all by themselves. I tried to call the president, but no, I couldn't reach him. So if we can't reach him, then this is how we teach him.
Stono, just give us a bit of a wrap-up of, we're half an hour or an hour south of Nowra. Where are we?
Oh, about half hour south of Nowra, but about 2 hours south of Sydney on the coast.
Wandandian, eh?
Wandandian, yeah.
Yeah, I hear the local bowling club bouncers know you and your mates pretty well, don't they?
Yeah, I get dragged out of there every Friday night.
And what about the female presentation down here? Worth a couple of looks?
Oh, there's a bit, but not much you want to write home about. Bit dirty, bit of weight on them.
Got to take what you can get, but can't you?
Oh, it's all about numbers.
That's it, mate. It's a numbers game. Get them up on the board.
All about the street rap.
Well, it's half time here at the Stono compound. We just had Robbie Adelberg and Paul Spud Spencer turn up. So after we neck these chilly snags, this place is going to really heat up.
All we want is to see the world changing. They try to hold us back and keep us all the same. We just want to fix all these messes they have made. Try to keep us separated and keep the hated. Keep it all controlled, labeled and rated.
And after the break, we get to see Bushy take yet another licking.
Hardcore maniac!
going to have a bit of a session up Maddo's, Robbie Madison's place. It's only about 10 minutes up the road. Obviously Maddo's not around, he's sticking it to the world, but he doesn't mind the boys getting up there and having a bit of a session, so should be pretty good.
Yeah, we've just rocked up to Maddo's compound, and I'll tell you what, it didn't take me long to cop a good licking. I'm a serious squid out there. Rob Adelberg, right next to me here. Audi, I was following you over that jump, mate. Yeah, I got nothing, have I?
No, mate, you needed a little bit more berries on the ramp, and I reckon you would have made it just fine.
Rambo, knuckle sandwich for lunch. All for the fucking cause, eh, Holty?
Mate, it's not a bad setup Maddo's got here. When you were growing up, you did a lot of time here, a bit of training and stuff. It's pretty much one of your home grounds, isn't it?
Yeah, this is where I first learnt to flip 75 foot onto the down ramp, and Maddo gave me an opportunity to take his spot in New Zealand. When I was about 15, I come up here and rode his bike around, and yeah, it's a great riding spot.
Big year for you this year?
Yeah, hopefully I can go over to the States and stay with Maddo, and he's got a new training ground in his place, so yeah, get over there and see how I go.
Mate, how good's this? Just had a good session riding bikes, besides me getting licked, but top it off, just over the road from where Stono's compound is, the guy's got a bloody fish farm and he breeds fish. Dams full of 10 kilo Murray cod, bass, yellow belly, pigs stay there, stay. And got a few of the boys down here, got a couple of rods. Just hooked up with the lady that owns the joint, she's cool, she's going to let us bloody throw some rods in. Hopefully, we all hook up a big fat fish each and we'll lay the top off the day.
Once there was a rhythm
Lick it.
that we sing to you. Story of a lifestyle that we
Looking for the big ones, Halsey.
the life I lead is the life of a dog. I may I please, but I will.
Oh, he's on! Look how small this fish is. Turn the camera off. They look a lot smaller underwater. That lens Halsey's using obviously downsizes that fish a fair bit. Look at the size of that! You don't have to kiss it. Yeah, of course you gotta kiss it. Oh man, you hold it, dude. I'll kiss it. Big. Keep your mouth shut. That's a perch. That fish is better than half the women I've seen.
You a bit of a fish out of water with fishing, mate?
Something like that.
Oh, was it? The other one was bigger, was it?
Yeah. Murray cod.
Hopefully this one I'm getting alright.
Odds, I've got me PB.
I love it.
That's a big one. Oh, it's like Loch Ness. And that, my friend, is a keg. Clamp down on that bad boy.
Fishless Rob Adelberg.
Not much of a fisherman, this bloke. Not even much of a caster, mate.
Each week on Hgm TV, we take you, the viewer, and the launch helmet cam and put you in the pilot's position, just so you guys out there know exactly what it feels like. And what better way to start than to stick it on FMX frontman and world distance jumping maniac Robbie Madison as he takes us on a hot lap through the X-ray course in Picton, New South Wales. Watch Maddo as he turns this place absolutely inside out. Well, we've just asked Maddo if he could size up the helmet cam for us and give us a bit of a rundown through this course.
Go double, yeah, go under there. Yep. Go under and around back on itself.
Robbie's psyched and just said, look, I want to get out there with the camera, whack it on, let's go, I want to get some of this. And as you can see, he doesn't even know that backpack's there, mate.
I can need some windscreen wipers on, mate. Demister's not working.
G'day, Matto here, you're on board. We're picked in for the Rebel X-Ray, and I'm just about to take you for a lap, so here we go. We got a lot of people out on the course now. Craig Anderson just here on my right. Oh no, that's Aussie. 75-foot step down. 25-foot dirt hit. Out of these pounds hit. What up, boys? Nice representation. Good run, stop. So that's pretty much the rhythm section right there. That last one here, it's like 75 feet. That one's 100 foot. Here we go. Second flat, that is. 90 foot. I hate that section. Scary. Alright girls, how about natural train the back flip? So let's flip this thing, eh?
Ah, yes, we've got to give Matto a case of the HGM lager for that one. Cheers, mate.
After the break, we searched for cover shots in New Zealand and we met our first homegrown honey, which is me.
That's it, work it, feel good, that's right, lovely. Shooting the cover for any magazine is a pinnacle for any photographer, and our Hgm TV head honcho Holty has shot a gutload. We thought we'd go behind the scenes just to see how he does get these cover shots, so we headed off over to New Zealand to fire away at FMX rubberman Levi Sherwood.
Well, pretty much gotten up the earliest I've ever gotten up, and it's about, I don't know, 6:30 or something, and we're going to go down the back and try and shoot for a cover in the freezing cold.
Well, who could have thought trying to shoot a cover for freerider would be so stressful? The last day we've had a cherry picker waiting for that perfect moment. The rain came in, the wind blew its guts out. We've just been waiting. We got up at 6 o'clock this morning. I've never been up so early in my life to try and shoot freestyle. But now the sun's out, the wind's backed off, and we've got Levi Sherwood just going nuts for us. Check it out. You're gonna love that.
Shooting for a cover shot isn't just about good riding and good photography. There's all the little things too, like making sure your bike is absolutely spotlessly clean.
Not taking any chances for this cover shot.
And then you have to pick a trick that has never been on a cover before, and the rider does really well. Levi is possibly the most flexible rider in the world, and no one does this trick, the ruler Indy, like he does. So we made him do it over and over again.
Well, there you have it. One for Holtzy's pool room. But now it's time for homegrown honeys. And Crystal, I think you're first one to step up, aren't you?
My first shoot I went on, I was all keen, ready to go, and got on the bike, got all ready, and very excited. And unfortunately, I jumped 75 foot and I was wrapped with myself, but the ramp was set at 50, so I ended up getting pretty smashed up. I broke 9 bones altogether, 2 ankles, my pelvis, my left hip, and drove back to Kalgoorlie. So that was
2 broken ankles.
Yeah, that was very smart.
You overcooked the bacon and eggs that time, didn't you?
I did. Just about every time, I think.
Crystal, I hear you like to light up your boyfriend's car when he's not at home. What's going on there?
Here on Hgm TV, it's not all about the boys. I'm here at Barbigella Raceway to prove that us girls can do just as good, if not better, in the male-dominated sports. And that is what Homegrown Honeys is all about. Yeah, well, I did a massive burnout in his car, right? It's a VYSS, nice car. It's time to make this ute piss. I was allowed to. I didn't go behind his back or anything, and killed it.
It's almost like cheating if you did that, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So killed him. It was awesome. Absolute gold. But unfortunately I blew it up and burnt the rings out in it, and she was not going too well after that. Like I said, make this ute piss.
Well, luckily you're a mechanic yourself, so you can just fix it up. And
Yeah.
did you actually tell him, or did you just rebuild the engine? And
No,
wait for him
he
to get
sort of
home?
knows the fact that it's pushed away and its battery's disconnected and not going. He's got the idea.
Right. Yeah, so
unfortunately.
if Crystal ever gets near your car, just hide the keys.
Or she'll pop its top. One thing I like about you, Crystal, is that you're not afraid to ask the hard questions. Check these out.
What lengths are you prepared to go to win, you reckon? Prepared to get your tits out or not really? Going to get your tits out? Prepared to get your tits out at all? Now you've got Rob Adelberg right up your ass. How do you feel about that? You a bit cautious? You know he's there. How do you feel about it?
Oh, I guess it's a bit cautious all the time, but I think it's a bit of fun, really.
Next week on Homegrown Maniacs, we hang out with FMX Mr. Nice Guy Steve Summerfeld as he gives us a rundown on his Queensland compound.
We also run a height lap with West Oz's finest FMX riders and hang out with Scary Mary Perkins, the queen of FMX.
The Queen. We also get some tubes at a secret surf reef break in WA, and we catch up with the Roaring Lion girls, give a bit of a perv on, and we go upside down at some South Oz BMX dirt hits.
But now it's time for Maniac of the Week. And for all you guys at home that are wondering what the f*** is Maniac of the Week all about, well, whether you stick your face in a fish tank full of piranhas or you try and rub one out with 4 flat tyres driving down some windy road, we need your entries. So log on to homegrownmaniacs.com to win a gutload of prizes. Each week we'll be giving it away. So stick around and we'll see you guys next week.
Stick your baby in one way.
Wouldn't ya?
He jumped on more. You're scared. Me? Yeah.
Quick! Oi, scull it before this battery runs out.
Yeah, it's how close.
It's how close. Here we go. Come on, quick.
Quickly. Drink.
Oh!